for your business, for all life's events. Key Video.
There's something cooking in the neighborhood. From where I stand, it's looking mighty good. You're gonna love it. Come dine with me. Come dine with me. Come dine with me.
Hello, everybody. Now, if you're one of those people who loves to experiment with new recipes in the kitchen,
or you just want to find the perfect place to eat out this week, the next half hour will be time well spent for you.
welcome to Come Dine with Me, Western New York, everyone. The show that brings you the best of both worlds.
And to get started, let's meet our celebrity chefs and find out what they have in store for us today.
Russ and Jan, a little later in the show, I'm going to introduce to our viewers a longtime friend of mine, Jimmy Romanello, along with his son Ty. Now, many of you have already experienced the charm of the Old Orchard Inn in East Aurora, but for those of you who have never been there, you'll see why it's worth taking that little extra drive.
On my segment today, you can look forward to my Escovitch recipe, one I brought back from the islands. Also, Jamie Oliver's food revolution, and I'm asking you to pass it on.
Coming up, I'm cooking with the legendary Ilio DiPaolo's son, Chef Mike DiPaolo. I'm Chef Marco. Come dine with me. Now put me down.
And if that's not enough, we dig into the archives for tonight's home invasion in historic Allentown.
And Allentown is one hot neighborhood. So if you live in the city, or maybe you don't have a backyard to cook a good steak, and you know, Russ, there's just sometimes when you gotta have a good steak, right?
Definitely.
So we're gonna show you some easy butchering techniques, and then show you how to give those steaks that backyard grilled taste.
And for dessert, bananas Foster. Krista shows us just how easy it is to make the classic dessert. What a twist. And let's get started with Mad About Wine.
So what is Riesling? Is it sweet? Is it not sweet? Well, I'm here to help you figure that out. In Germany, there's 3 different times of the year that they pick the grapes and make the wine. Now, the longer a grape stays on the vine, the sweeter it gets. So Cabernet is going to be the first time that they pick the grapes and make the wine, which is going to be your least sweet. That's something that you can pair up with your first course. Now, the second time that they pick the grapes and make the wine is going to be Spot Lace, which is going to be medium sweet, which is perfect for your main course. The last time of the year that they're going to pick the grapes is the late harvest, which is Auslese. Okay, so that's something that you can pair up with your desserts. Now, for late harvest, domestically, that's going to be very, very sweet. So if you see late harvest on the bottle, that's going to be a sweet one that you're going to want to pair up with your dessert or after your meal, right before your coffee. So remember these simple tips next time you go shopping for Riesling. My name's Jeff Siren, and I am mad about wine.
Portions of the program today are brought to you by Buffalo Hotel Supply. Design, deliver, and install. We can do it all. Hello, I'm Russ Salvatore. Holidays are just around the corner. A gift certificate for Russell's Steaks, Chops, and more, or an overnight stay at Salvatore's Grand Hotel could be a great suggestion. For every $100 that you would spend, I will give you a complimentary $25 gift certificate. From our staff to you, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Be our guest, let me do the rest.
Where can you find the lowest liquor prices? Where can you find the deals? You want popular brands of wine, rum, and tequila with service you just can't beat. How do you like your drink? I like it on the ride. I like it on the ride. Liquor.
Everybody's talking about the Grapevine, from tender steaks and mouth-watering sandwiches to classic pasta dishes and colossal burgers. If you're hungry for something different than the usual chain restaurant, then get to the Grapevine and spread the word.
You know you need a professional video for your company or website, but you're wondering, where do I begin? Well, check out Key Video, Buffalo's premier television, DVD, and web video production house. We work with big businesses and other companies that think big. Corporate image, sales, training, you name it. Scripting, shooting, editing. We call it concept to completion, and we're ready to go to work for you, for your business, for all life's events. Call Key Video at 884-5391. That's 884-5391.
With me today is Chef Mike DiPaolo, who's going to cook something very near and dear to his heart, and it's named after a very special person, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, it is. My lovely wife, Patricia.
That's right.
So today we're going to be doing tortellini with Cajun chicken and pasta patricia. Ready?
Nice, very
Let's
nice.
get it rolling. First, we're going to start off with a little olive oil. And the chicken, nice boneless, skinless chicken breast that we cut up into nice little strips there. Nice, quick, easy saute. Okay. First, what we want to do is, because we're doing Cajun chicken, we're going to do a little Cajun spice.
So you carefully measure that out, am I right?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
You know.
It's about 7
Now
pounds
remember,
of
this
Cajun
dish is after Patricia, and she loves Cajun. So a little bit extra just for my honey.
She's hot and spicy, too.
Hey.
Sorry.
All right. Okay. This is a nice little Teflon pan. One nice thing about it is when you're putting any seasonings or spices in there, it tends to make it stick better to the food instead of to the pan. So it's really, you get a full use of your spices.
And you want to get yourself a nice pan. The heavy bottom, it holds the heat. Our pans are brought to you by Buffalo Hotel Supply.
Buffalo Hotel Supply,
One of our
absolutely.
sponsors.
Yep. Okay, just a little bit longer here. Today the pasta we're using is being tortellini, and it's a cheese-filled tortellini. You can use any type of pasta. What you want to always keep in mind is if you're going to use like a short, smaller pasta, use some like a julienne stripped vegetables so you get that contrast in sizes. It's just better when at the end of the dish for the plate presentation.
Nice.
Okay, Marco, we're going to take this here now. We're going to put this into the oven, let it finish cooking in the oven.
Let me throw it in, Chef.
Okay, fine. Thanks,
Okay.
Marco.
You're welcome.
Okay, next we're going to get started. A little bit more olive oil into our pan.
Okay.
Some fresh chopped garlic.
Again, we're measuring the garlic. Is that all you're going to put in there?
Yeah. Okay. We got the garlic. Next, we want to put in our carrots. These are pre-cooked. I blanched them off, chilled them. I want to put the carrots in first because they're going to take a little bit longer to heat up. The rest of the items will heat up pretty quickly as we're sauteing.
Now we put the tortellini.
Now we put the
Very
tortellini
nice.
in. Okay. Now a little artichoke hearts. Okay, next a little roasted red pepper.
Nice.
You can see the color starting to come in these dishes real nice. Okay, a little spinach. Now you can use fresh spinach, frozen spinach, leaves. Right here we have a nice little chopped spinach.
You want to drain out your spinach after it's defrosted so that you get all the water out of it so that your dish doesn't get all soupy.
Okay, next we're going to put a little bit of Cajun spice in here. Okay, just to kind of give it a little bit more flavor. For Patricia.
It was a little light.
Next, we're going to put a little bit of white wine. Nice Pinot Grigio.
Any kind of white wine will do, though?
Oh, absolutely. Your own. That's your own personal preference.
Okay.
If you want to use a little Chardonnay or Chablis. Okay.
It smells amazing.
Now we're going to add a little bit of chicken stock to this because when we went to pasta, you want to have a little bit of juice. When we put it in a bowl, you want a little bit, almost like a broth, but not a soup or stew or anything. But just a little bit of chicken stock.
Because once you cook the pasta and you add the pasta to your dish, it's going to absorb the juices and take on the flavor that's in the pan.
There you go. Now, take the pasta. Oh,
Now, when the tortellini floats, you know it's done. It only takes a few minutes, 3-4 minutes at the most.
Absolutely.
You don't want to overcook it, then they start breaking apart and the cheese falls out.
This is pretty full. You want to do this one?
I don't know. You going to let me?
Oh, go ahead.
Well,
Go ahead.
I can do this.
Okay. Oh, nice, nice, huh?
A family restaurant with a gourmet flair. It doesn't get any better than this.
Marco, don't talk with your mouth
I'm
full. Ilio DePaulo's Restaurant, 3785 South Park Avenue, Blaisdell. Come dine with us.
Thanks, Marco. Ilio DePaulo's has certainly gained a solid reputation as one of the premier Italian restaurants in the South Towns. I'm very proud of Michael and Dennis. They carried their father's reputation. He's got to be looking down on them, just being so proud.
Oh, Russell, you're absolutely right. You know, Michael and Dennis, they've carried their father's vision for the restaurant to make it a place to celebrate life with friends and family over good food. And I don't know, but I feel like when I'm in there, I'm in Tuscany with all those gorgeous murals on the walls and the good food. And by the time you leave, you feel like you're one of the family, don't you?
Definitely. I'm glad I'm a steakhouse, Jay.
Yeah, good point, Russell.
In just a few minutes, we'll be heading to Allentown for tonight's home invasion.
But first, another Southtowns landmark owned by Krista and Kirk Van Wagner is Curly's in Lackawanna. Once again, let's head over to the beautiful studio kitchen at Artisan Kitchens and Baths to see what Krista's got for us today.
Hello, today I have one of my favorite recipes that I'm so looking forward to sharing with you, escovitch. This is one of my dishes that I experienced when I lived down in Jamaica. I also have a favor to ask of you. I would like to ask that you pass this on. That's the new Jamie Oliver Revolution. And if you pass it on to a friend and they pass it on to the friend, my goodness, we can get the whole world cooking. So let's get going. Okay, I've got fresh halibut here today. I wish I was in the islands and had my grouper and my snapper. I always season with fresh lemon juice. That's a starter, and you can use that with anything. You could use that with beef, chicken, pork, if you're watching your sodium. So we got some nice kosher salt. I use a little fresh ground black pepper, and let's get this cooking. I want to show you how easy it is to do. I got a little bit of oil in my pan. I'm just going to lightly dredge my fresh halibut and a bit of flour. If you're celiac, you're more than welcome to just skip this step. It's not necessary to thicken the sauce or anything like that. Okay, let's dredge that. Lightly dredge. We're not making fried chicken here. There we go. And we're going to brown that up. And when you're cooking, and you're cooking with gas or electric, whatever it is, make sure your pan is good and hot when you put your fish in there. I want to hear the sizzle of the pan. I always put a little butter in mine with my oil. There we go. Not only flavor, but color. Okay, we should have a nice golden brown on that. Oh, that's a nice brown. So we're going to sear that in. I've got julienne of tomato. I've got julienne of carrot, or onions, pardon me. Julienne of pepper. And I picked tricolor peppers. Let's get that in the pan. And I'm a freak for garlic, so it doesn't matter, 1, 2, 3, 4 cloves, get it in the pan. I can smell it. I've got everything going on. Now we're going to start on our sauce. This is how quick it is. I'm going to deglaze my pan with a little bit of vinegar. I love the apple cider vinegar. I'm going to deglaze it with a bit of white wine. If you wouldn't drink it, don't cook with it. I'm going to add a little bit of my hot sauce. That's Curly's hot sauce. And a little Worcestershire sauce. All right. Now, our fish is cooking and fish cooks quick. We're going to finish our sauce here with a bit of ketchup, and please don't laugh at me, but this is our binding agent here. And there we go. It's kind of like a sweet and sour. I bet you can almost taste it right now. And this will thicken our sauce. And the hot sauce is absolutely up to you. You can omit that if you want. Our fish is just about ready. Our sauce is coming together. We'll just simmer. I'm just going to chop up a little bit of fresh parsley. I do recommend fresh if possible. The dehydrated, you can just omit that. And let's just chop, chop, chop. There we go. Beautiful. And how about a little more fresh squeezed lemon? I love the acidity. There we go. Look at that dish come together. Thank you so much today. This escovitch is just a beautiful dish. I'm Krista Van Wagner from Curly's. I want you to pass it on Join the Jamie Oliver revolution and share this recipe with a friend. Come dine with me, Western New York.
This part of the program was sponsored by Key Video Productions. Key Video, creating the image your business deserves.
Coming up after this, a trip to one of the most beautiful settings for dining in Western New York, the Old Orchard Inn.
Some say it's our amazing sports bar featuring a variety of specialty and craft beers. Others say it's our relaxed and comfortable dining room. But whatever draws you to Avezzano Ristorante, one thing's for certain. You're going to get great Italian at a great price. We pride ourselves on our traditional sauces, homemade pastas, and delectable entrees. Avezzano Ristorante, 204 Como Park Boulevard, just minutes from the Galleria Mall, where you always feel right at home.
Beautiful design starts with Artisan Kitchens and Baths. Let us transform your kitchen or bath into the dream room you desire. Whatever your style and taste, Artisan Kitchens and Baths can design and install your vision to perfection. Our design team will work within your budget to give you quality at affordable prices. Update your home with Artisan Kitchens and Baths, 200 Amherst Street, Buffalo.
Looking for your next favorite restaurant? Then open the door to Gatehouse Grill. At Gatehouse, we make everything from scratch, including our soups and sauces. Enjoy our award-winning Chicken Rockefeller or a specialty martini from our copper-topped bar. And don't forget dessert, handcrafted daily by our pastry chef. It's no wonder Janice Oken gives us 3.5 out of 4 stars. Gatehouse Grill, fine dining food, casual dining prices.
Think global, but stay local at the Salvatore School of Hospitality and Business at Trocaire College, where we prepare you for a future in the ever-growing worldwide hospitality industry.
In just 2 years, I got the education I needed to open my own restaurant. Trocaire even helped me expand my network in the community. Those connections are priceless.
A world of opportunity is waiting at the Trocaire School of Hospitality. Contact us today and begin your journey to success.
You know, charming, rustic, and so relaxing are just 3 words out of many that describe the Old Orchard Inn. The ambience seems to be working for you, doesn't it?
This is an unusual situation here. You won't see this anywhere in Western New York with the natural stadium view that we have, I mean, all year round. We're 20 minutes to a half hour from anywhere in Western New York. I mean, and you get this, where you're in the middle of the country, and it's like a piece of medicine, I always say, where you're out, away from the hectic life, and in the country and having a great meal.
So it's more than just a destination restaurant, more than just a specialty type of a restaurant. It could be a place that you can frequent on a regular basis.
Oh yeah, summer, winter, and you got fireplaces in every room in the winter, so it gives you that cozy, nice feel. In the summer, it's just, you know, also breathtaking with the pond and ducks and all the ambiance that we have.
Ty, you're a 4th generation Romanello. You must be doing something right, because people seem to come here time and time and time again.
Well, I've had great family to train me, and I've had a great staff around me, so it makes it far easier to design and run a restaurant with those assets.
Well, he brings that next generation in, and every generation, from my grandfather to my father to us to him, everybody's brought something new to the table, and you have to do that to bring it to where it's supposed to be.
More than fine dining, you're also a banquet facility that does specialty events and things of that nature. What can a prospective bride and groom expect when they come here to see you?
Well, I mean, they can go from start to finish here, meaning you can have your ceremony here. We have different areas that you can get married at. We set up the chairs. We have gazebos all over to do photos. It's a great spot to do everything all in one spot. You don't have to go to the park anymore.
Do everything right here.
Everything is a one-stop shop. And you could try the food ahead of time, because you can come here lunch or dinner every day and you see what a great food and great service I have, so you know what you're buying. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we have to do to make that event turn out just perfect. And I have a staff that can do it. The average staff here has been here at least 15 years. We give them 20 years to life, as long as I've been in business.
Ty, what's on the menu for today?
Well, the chef and I have been tweaking the menu ever so slightly, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a macadamia encrusted sea bass and coca vin, and then we have daily specials that are constantly changing.
And every day that you come in, you can get something a little bit different.
Absolutely.
That's fantastic.
At the age that I'm getting at, I'd be lost without this guy. He does all the legwork now. Thank you.
Hey, it's time for lunch, so I encourage each and every one of you to take the time. It's only a short drive from everywhere to visit the Old Orchard. Some personal friends of mine, Jim and Ty Romanella. You'll be glad you did.
Thanks, Art. Jim Romanello really knows how to do it right. Jan, I know Jim very well with his whole family, John, and the mother and father. They trained these people. They're really, really good restaurateurs.
Oh, they have a wonderful restaurant. The food is great. The ambiance is just out of this world. And you know, I love those ducks in the pond, Russ.
Beautiful. Well, it's that time of the show. Our chefs are ready for today's home invasion.
Hi, I'm Ken.
And I'm Mike.
Welcome to our house in Buffalo, New York. This is Allentown. We redid our kitchen in a contemporary feel, but we still want it to be warm.
Yeah, any home we ever had never had a nice kitchen. It was always blah and boring, and we wanted our own kitchen, and everybody loves it. As far as the master chef in this house, it would be Ken. I know how to run the microwave very well. I do mean fish sticks. I can do really well with that.
The biggest thing today I think I want to take away is the fact that we don't have an outdoor area to cook in. We don't have a backyard, being that we live in the city. So I think the largest thing I want to take away is how to cook indoors, like steaks and, you know, things of that matter.
Hey guys, we're here. Let's go. Man, this looks fantastic.
How you doing?
Hey, how you doing, Ken?
I am.
Nice to know you. Real pleasure.
Ken,
how you doing, Ken? Good to know you.
Welcome to my house.
Can't wait to cook.
It's so interesting to be able to come into somebody's house and prepare a meal for them. Today we have a melange of freshly grilled vegetables. We're going to finish that with a little extra virgin black truffle oil, a little Mediterranean sea salt, and a little balsamic reduction.
I brought in some local hormone-free beef tenderloin. Also worked on a sweet potato mash with some local maple syrup.
And I'm gonna get you with a silk and satin, one of our specialties at Curly's. And for dessert, we're gonna finish up with the classic. It's a bananas Foster, but I'm gonna give it a little twist and I'm gonna use some pineapple.
We're going to learn a lot, we're going to have a lot of fun, and we're going to take a lot from this experience, that's for sure. We're having guests over tonight for dinner. All 6 of us going to be served.
Well, we come to Kenny and Mike's house all the time for dinner parties. The girls are always here. This time it's going to be a little different. 3 major chefs from prominent restaurants in the Buffalo area are going to be here serving us.
What I wanted to do today was to create a very simple appetizer. I did a stuffed red pepper with a prosciutto and provolone, a peppadew filled with the fresh mozzarella.
Those appetizers are absolutely delicious. Those fresh vegetables roasted with a little bit of sea salt and that balsamic vinegar reduction was unbelievable. Who knew vegetables could taste so good?
I know.
They put me in charge of the beef. Meat is normally my specialty. We have a great piece of beef tenderloin here. What I really wanted to do was show Ken how to break down and butcher a piece of meat. We cut some nice fillets out. We're gonna cover these over with a little bit of olive oil. It wasn't just the butchering, he was concerned with how do you cook a good steak, and I think we showed him how to cover the bases and make sure you get a nice crust on the steak. Showed him how to sear those off in the oven so he could get that high temperatures without having to go outside and do it in the grill.
I mean, I learned about how to, you know, make steaks inside without having a yard.
Our starch is going to be a sweet potato mash. We took the whole yams and roasted those off in the oven until all the sugar started coming out real nice, fell right out of the skins, and then mixed those with a little salt, pepper, maple syrup, and cinnamon. Kind of a sweet, savory type dish that hopefully complemented everything quite nicely.
Silk and satin, one of my favorite dishes. Simple, brown butter, saute shallots out till fragrant. I deglaze my pan with a bit of white wine, a touch of cream. I'm gonna finish this off with some peas, fresh basil, a bit of Parmesan cheese, salt and black pepper, tossed with angel hair pasta.
I have celiac sprue disease, which is an autoimmune deficiency to wheat, barley, and oats.
We're doing for the guests silk and satin.
Okay.
And I just wanted to let you know that I have all the ingredients here, and I would like for you to enjoy that course as well.
Krista was great. I had rice pasta, which was gluten-free. I enjoyed it just like the rest of them, so I didn't miss out.
Banana Fosters. Banana Foster is boring. Let's do Bananas Foster my way. Melt your butter, add your brown sugar till dissolved, and just deglaze that pan with some good, strong rum. That's where the flavor is. And flame it, and sing happy birthday if necessary.
She taught me how to deal with fire with the Banana Foster, with the what not to do and how to do it, and it was fun.
Then add your pineapple. Pineapple has acidity, and it really gets you going. And your banana. Stir that up and serve that over your favorite ice cream. Classic with a twist.
I hope you guys are happy. Dinner's finally done. I've been working in here all day long, so get ready. Here comes the food.
It went very well. A lot of action, a lot of stuff going on. It was chaos, and it all turned out great. The food was great, and I'd do it again in a minute.
It was a lot of fun.
I think it was a great opportunity for these guys to get into their new kitchen. I think they learned a lot of things, and we learned a few things along the way, too.
Well, my favorite part was being spoiled, starting from the appetizers to dessert. Really was like having fine dining in the comfort of your own home, and it just can't get better than that.
The chefs were great. Everyone had a great time. I'm stuffed, and I'd do it again.
It's all about friends and family, and that's what it was today.
And food.
And food.
And food.
Yeah, and food. Thank you, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks for coming, everybody.
This portion of the program was sponsored by Pelicano's Pasta Sauces, made in Buffalo, available everywhere.
When you think Orazio's, think choices. From authentic Italian and fresh seafood to spectacular specials. When you think Orazio's, think homemade. From fresh bread and desserts to made from scratch pastas. When you think Orazio's, think tradition, with more than 20 years as a Western New York favorite. And when you think Orazio's, think tonight. Orazio's Restaurant. It's not like home, it is home.
Think global, but stay local at the Salvatore School of Hospitality and Business at Trocaire College, where we prepare you for a future in the ever-growing worldwide hospitality industry.
I was surprised to discover that I could get both small classroom and big opportunities at Trocaire. I even had a chance to do an internship in Egypt.
A world of opportunity is waiting at the Trocaire School of Hospitality. Contact us today and begin your journey to success.
As prosperous a country as the United States, there is no reason that people should be hungry. But unfortunately, they are. Here in Western New York, we serve nearly 100,000 individuals in 4 counties that are hungry. 39,000 of them are children and 8,000 are seniors. They need our help. Russell Salvatore has been a longtime friend of the food bank. Russell has contributed prizes to our Sweet Charity Gala every February. He also donated when Jixter of 97 Rock was living on a trailer during Rock Out Hunger last November. So any little bit that someone could donate to us, either in a food donation or a financial donation, goes a long way in helping us with our mission of feeding the hungry.
Jen, what a program this has been.
It certainly has been, Russ. It's been a lot of fun. And just a reminder that if you'd like any of the recipes you've seen on tonight's show, or you want to learn more about our program, check us out on Facebook.
For everyone here at Come Dine With Me, Western New York, I'm Russ Salvatore. It's time to stick a fork in it, Jan.
And I'm Jan Farrington, because we're done.
That's my line.
You know you need a professional video for your company or website, but you're wondering, where do I begin? Well, check out Key Video, Buffalo's premier television, DVD, and web video production house. We work with big businesses and other companies that think big. Corporate image, sales, training, you name it. Scripting, shooting, editing. We call it concept to completion, and we're ready to go to work for you, for your business, for all life's events. Call Key Video at 884-5391. That's 884-5391.